Hello, I'm ABX and welcome back to the video. Today I have something pretty exciting to share with you all because it is some Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay. This is a really fun free-to-play Battle Royale now that's actually available on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and I've been playing a lot of it lately. I've been having a lot of success with it lately, and I figured because of that, why not share some tips in today's video to help you do the same? Because in the background gameplay, I actually have one of my first ever victories in this game, and I figured why not share that victory so you can see exactly how you win, but also see some tips, because although a lot of this is luck and the loot I got, and again, it was a really early victory, there is actually a lot of things you can learn from this that hopefully you will do. So like this if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's say you do like the Fortnite Battle Royale tips and maybe want to see more videos like this. But let's get straight into talking about the very first mistake everyone makes in this game, which is when you spawn in. You might think the most important thing to do is to pick a place to go there and to know the stuff around it, and this is important, but this will be picked up naturally as you go along. Way more importantly, before you spawn into a place, such as, you know, we're going to a house in the very corner of this place, before you decide to do that, you want to look around everywhere and you want to see where the other players are. I looked around, I saw there was no players in the houses surrounding mine, and that means when I go in here, no one's seen me, I'm safe, and I have time to get stuff. Even though I have the time, I'm rushing around to get it, and I'm looking for a weapon as soon as I humanly can. Even though I got a shield, it's not as good as the shotgun, and as soon as you get a weapon, you equip it, and now you're ready to at least engage someone if they find you. So loot your house as fast as you can, loot all the houses as fast as you can, and then get to a position of safety as soon as you can, like I have right here. Again, I'm going to be skipping around this because the whole gameplay is like 25 minutes. I figured you probably want like something less than 10 minutes, because YouTube money stuff, right? But no, I figure it's probably better just to go through and actually do it in a shorter gameplay format. And here you can see, you know, me finding a nice little gas station. I have a legendary weapon here, so I'm doing really good at weapon already. I know if I get into a fight zone, I'm probably going to win it because of those potions too. And yeah, I get shot over here, and this is one of the clever things you need to realize about this game. Because it's third person, you can see around walls. You know, I prefer first person a little bit because that's kind of cheesy, but the fact that it can be used means you should be using it. The fact that you can look around walls, you can peek around them, means you should be using it, and I used it to get some knowledge on him there. I used it to keep my eye on where he was, even when he was lost and where I was, and that meant that I could get him before he was even, you know, like he was trying to work out where I was, and he was already dead because I had the legendary weapon and just instantly got him. So there you go, legendary weapons are pretty useful, but also knowledge on where the enemy is so much more useful, and you need to know that. The next thing you're going to want to do here, I'm a little bit slow on the loot here because it's, again, I'm not sure what I want to take or not. You want to just decide very quickly what's worth taking, what's not, and then you want to just like run through, take some stuff, and honestly, it's worth even leaving some stuff if you can get out there quickly. Like, look around the area, make sure it's safe, really try and like stay in an area as safe as you humanly can, because you can be picked off. If someone just gets behind you, you're dead instantly. That guy, if he had been behind me, I would have just been dead instantly. I couldn't have got him, and that's why you want to always stay somewhere safe. I prefer staying close to terrain like this, near the edge of the circle, but you know, find something you find safe. Again, personally, this is what I find safe, and then you'll be pretty good. Next up, so again, we'll shift again. One of the things that, you know, so this is a lot later in the game, I kind of just like kept my nose down for most of the game, because the tip for, you know, winning games of Fortnite Battle Royale is to be aggressive in the early game, or aggressive as you can be to get stuff, you know, get the best stuff you can early on, then to try and keep your head down for the mid game, where there's just a bunch of needless deaths, and then in the late game, you want to kind of rear your head back up. Again, usually you don't want to be taking long distance engagements like this. I kind of just gave away my location for nothing, but in the late game, you can take one-on-one fights if you think you can win them, and then you're going to get some really good stuff out of it. Again, there's like 11 people right now, so it's not quite late game, but we're really getting there. We're in the place where, like, you know, every kill and any kill matters, so you want to really like stick to the principles of like, make sure there's some cover around, make sure there's somewhere you're safe, and make sure you're not too close to the center, and you'll be doing pretty good. Again, I feel like the edge is like the ultimate cover, and if you're somewhere facing the edge, you've got to bear in mind that later on in the game, the edge is doing so much damage that it's essentially a barrier that after like 5 seconds of it being there, has killed everyone that is on the outside of it. So being able to face the edge means that you can, you know, you can look everyone in there. If you don't see anyone, then you can turn around, and you've essentially got a giant wall to your back, which you can keep you safe. So I saw a guy there earlier, I wasn't quite sure about it, so I run into the woods right here just to kind of see if it was like some stuff, or if it was a person I saw, but it was in fact just some stuff. I pick up the ammo, and then as you can see, oh, just behind the wall, there's the guy, and as you can see, this fight right here was one I didn't use the best fighting in, especially because, you know, I actually accidentally dropped my weapon. It was a really bad fight, but I'm staying behind trees and trying to, you know, just like catch the surprise on him. I know where he is, he knows where I am, but I tried to do that at best cost, and that means I can win even with the basic weapons. I lose a lot of stuff there, but again, I get lucky on this one. I don't think I necessarily had the best strategy in this. Again, it was really, really early into my game and playing trails, but you can still see there's some basic techniques that will keep you alive here and will keep you doing really well. One of which is whenever you find potions, you drink them as soon as you humanly can. You make sure you're safe, make sure no one sees you, then you drink those potions because those potions will keep you alive. Those potions are the most valuable item in the game, I would say, and you want to have those at all costs. So yeah, you want to get that stuff, and then in this case, I'm just like, do I need this? I probably need a med kit. You know, again, I'm grabbing the most important supplies because there's 7 people left. Every and all engagements could be the last one, and that's why you want to get all this stuff. Again, I spent a bit too long time here because I'm just not too familiar with what's going on, but still, you can kind of see that, like, yeah, if you kill people, you get good stuff. If you're always on the eye to kill people at the end of the game, and if you always try to make the situation favorable, you'll probably be able to. You'll probably get their stuff, and in this case, as you can see, I've got like 100 armor, and I'm about to have 100 health, which is pretty darn nuts. And once I have 100 health, I can pick up the bandages, or I can pick up something else, and that means I have even more opportunities to heal. So yeah, legendary weapon, max health, and also some bandages. You can kind of work out why this went this way, but the reason I was in this position where I could get to this point is because I was, you know, sticking to not just recklessly getting killed, which I do a lot on stream because it's fun, and, you know, which everyone wants to do. But yeah, then you can kind of see, like, again, I skip ahead a little bit to where the circle is this big. There's only 3 people left. I get my head down the entire time, and now I need to realize that, yep, the wall behind me, there's no one back there. I searched it, so now people can only be in front of me. It's important I know where they are. It's way more important I let them fight each other, or if I, you know, can find one, that I shoot them, but it's just important I know their positions before I can do anything else, because if you know where someone is and they don't know where you are, you have this infinite upside on them, and when the barrier is moving, this is where you get the biggest way to do that. So you can see that guy, oh, I accidentally get like the tiniest bit of damage right there. You can see that guy over there like had to reveal himself just to get to cover, and that meant that I got a pretty good jump on him. So now I know there's 2 people left, one of which, oh, and there's a guy over here already you can see, and you know, one of which can see me. I really should be, I'm focusing just as much as him as I can, and now I know he's back there, and he can't have moved too much. I've got one-on-one situation, and this is where things get really, really crazy. This is where you need to be, again, really focusing on that tip of like using the terrain to anchor yourself, and like, again, in front of me, he can't see me, but I can see over the terrain to him. Really strong situation cover right there, and then also looking left and right as much as you can. He can't get behind me at this stage because the wall's there and I could see before he got there, but you know, you do have to watch out that like people are always moving. The last information I had was that it was near those trees, but I don't know if that's necessarily true anymore. So I'm looking around, really just trying to get to like, you know, any kind of peek on him before he gets peek on me. Being the unpredictable thing that I got sniped there, you can hear the bullets going past. Being as unpredictable to him as he kind of is to me, and we're kind of like resetting like where each other on stuff. But now I have the cabin, I have the business strength, but I don't necessarily want to go in there. I feel like that's too obvious. That's where he's expecting me. That's where he's going to be, you know, focusing his sniper rifle, because again, I heard he had one. So that means instead of doing that, or an assault rifle at least, he's got some form of long range weapon. Instead, I focus my position over here. He gave himself away. I can see him while he runs towards me. He's deciding not to for some reason, so I decide, yep, let's do this. Destroy the tree in front of him. Always remember, the trees are destructible. Jump over his missile. That jump saved my life, as you can tell by just how much damage it did. Always, again, when you're in combat, always try to do the circling technique, using him going left, right, then left, right, doing a little bit of jumping around if you can as well. Always try and stay focused on that, and everything I'm doing here is just making me a hard target to shoot. Maybe I'm wasting ammo, maybe I'm not, but at the very least, I'm making things tricky, and I actually did make a big mistake here, thinking that's the first sniper rifle I'd ever seen in this game. Again, this is one of my very first ever gameplays. That's one of the very first sniper rifles I'd actually seen, because I just got very unlucky in my first like 10 or 15 games. So I was like, you know, I'm going to try and use this. I never actually did, but I picked it up, and that was a big mistake. You don't want to, like, when you're on one-on-one, you don't need to care about stuff. You need to care about this fight more than anything in the world. I put out my SMG, and I did it though, and as you can see, #1, victory out. That is how you win a game of Fortnite Battle Royale. You stay anchored against cover, you try to keep your information on them as high as you can, keep their information on you as low as you can by moving around and by staying behind cover, and you also try and get the best weapons, and also you try and stay, I think there's like a symmetry to this game. You go aggressive in the start, you go, you know, then you quickly go to being passive, then you go aggressive in the end, and then you win yourself some Fortnite Battle Royale. So hopefully you did enjoy this video, hopefully you got some tips from it, like if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do like the Fortnite Battle Royale, want to see more of it maybe on the channel, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!